Hey, what's going on, guys? Bizkit Rebellion, and welcome back to Mass Effect Part 1 HD walkthrough. We just recruited, I forgot what's her name again, Liara to Sony, and her room should be downstairs. Let me check. Can't remember. Oh wait, I gotta talk to Joker to see if he has any comments on the previous mission. Did we get to know him already? I think we did. Did we? I can't remember.
I prefer gold to silver, you know, for my medal. I figured you'd recommend me for one since I pulled your boots out of the fire.
Oh, well, excuse me. Are you sure you want that, though? Because I'm pretty sure if I can remember, when it comes to military branches, when they give you a medal, you're just going to sit there with the medal in your hand listening to speeches all day. Are you sure you want that?
If we present you with a medal, you'll end up sitting on stage listening to politicians make speeches for a couple of hours.
Oh, look at that.
That's a good point. They'd probably make me shave, too. I spent the last 7 weeks working on this baby. No medal's worth that. So, Commander, why don't you tell me why you're really here?
I just wanted to say hello. Yeah, I just wanted to talk.
I'd like to know my crew. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
I can see where this is going. You did a background check on me, didn't you? Well, I'll tell you the same thing I told the captain. You want me as your pilot. I'm not good. I'm not even great. I am the best damn helmsman in the Alliance fleet. Top of my class in flight school, I earned that. All those commendations in my file, I earned every single one. Those weren't given to me as charity for my disease.
Well, excuse me. I didn't mean to insult you. Whoa, we got a badass over here.
I'm sorry, Joker. I didn't even know you were sick.
You mean you didn't know?
Yeah.
Oh, crap.
Yeah, how you feel right now.
I've got Vrolik syndrome, brittle bone disease. The bones in my legs never develop properly. They're basically hollow, too much force and they'll shatter. Even with crutches and my leg braces, it's hard to get around. One wrong step and crack! It's very dramatic. But I've learned to manage my condition, Commander. Put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make her dance for you. Just don't ask me to get up and dance unless, you like the sound of snapping shin bones.
I imagine. Alright.
I need to know more about this Vrolik syndrome if I'm putting my ship in your hands.
Yeah, of course you do. It's an extremely rare condition. Nobody knows exactly what causes it. Genetic, maybe. It's treatable, but there's no cure. They classify my case as moderate to severe. I was born with over a dozen fractures. Hip, thighs, ankles. My bones were already breaking in the womb. 100 years ago, I wouldn't have survived past my first year. Lucky for me, modern medical science has turned me into a productive member of society.
Jesus, you must be lucky. Damn.
You're not going to break a bone trying to fly the ship, are you?
I don't fly with my feet, Commander, so I'm fine as long as I'm in this chair. I gotta be real careful when I get up to take a piss, though. I can do my job as well as anyone on the ship. Better, actually. So don't worry about it.
Alright, then let's change the
I'm not
topics
trying to
then.
make you uncomfortable. Let's talk about something else.
Whatever you want, Commander.
Your nickname, Joker. Have you been watching too much Batman since you got that name?
Why does everyone call you Joker?
It's a lot shorter than saying Alliance Flight Lieutenant Jeff Moreau. Plus, I love to make little children laugh.
Uh-oh. I see Joker alert. That's no answer,
You're
though.
dodging the question.
Look, I didn't pick the name. One of the instructors in flight school used to bug me about never smiling. She started calling me Joker, and it stuck.
I feel you, man. I feel you. I had that problem back in, I think it was high school and middle school.
Why didn't you ever smile?
Hey, I worked my ass off in flight school, Commander. The world's not gonna hand you anything if you go around grinning like an idiot. By the end of the year, I was the best pilot in the academy. Even better than the instructors, and everybody knew it. They'd all got their asses kicked by the sickly kid with the creaky little legs. One guess who was smiling at graduation?
That's funny. I like that. Alright, personal
How'd you
history.
end up joining the Alliance?
Look, if you're looking for an inspirational tale of the crippled kid overcoming impossible odds, you're gonna be disappointed. My mother was a civilian contractor working for the Alliance. I basically grew up on the Arcturus station back when they were building up the fleets. Spend all that time around Alliance ships, there's a good chance you'll end up going to the academy.
Okay, how about ship status report?
How's the Normandy performing? Is she everything they said she'd be?
She's the best ship in the fleet, if you've got a pilot who knows how to handle her. Balance isn't what you'd expect. Takes a while to get used to that oversized drive core we got stuffed in the back, and her power can sneak up on you if you're not careful. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander. Lucky for you, I'm anything but average.
Oh, we got a badass over here. Watch out.
I have to go.
Oh man, I like that internet meme. Alright, I wasn't expecting to have a conversation with Joker. I was trying to make sure that I got all the dialogue I needed out of him, so we probably won't have to redo that again. What else was I going to do? Oh yeah, talk to Liara. Get to know her since she's the newest member of the crew. You know what's funny about this game? Or not even this game, this whole series. It's not really much of a spoiler alert, it's just a notice, but if you guys have... whoever played this game that's watching this video right now, haven't you ever noticed that the aliens who are your crew members are more interesting than the human ones? I don't know if that's like what the creators were trying to do, but it seems weird.
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
Yes. Are you okay?
You look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
Well, from what I've heard, she's the best, so...
You're in good hands. Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from the Geth, Commander. If you hadn't shown up...
don't mention it. Trust me, it comes with the job.
I'm just glad we got there in time.
So am I. I know you took a chance bringing me aboard this ship. I have seen the way your crew looks at me. They do not trust me. But I am not like Benezia. I will do whatever I can to help you stop Saren. I promise.
Let me know who's looking at you that way, and I'll put a bullet in their head. Don't worry.
Don't worry, Liara. I trust you. I know you won't let me down.
It means a lot to hear you say that, Commander. Thank you.
I forgot what I was going to do at this point. I don't feel like picking this option. Let me see. Investigate. Should I pick this option? Well, yeah, I mean, we are after Benezia, right?
Do you know why Benezia joined up with Saren?
I don't understand it. She was always outspoken about the need for the Asari to become more involved in shaping galactic events. Maybe she thought allying herself with Saren would somehow be for the greater good in the long run. At least I hope so.
You sound troubled.
This hurts you, doesn't it?
None of this makes any sense to me. I have not spoken to Benezia in many years, but I know her, and this was not like her. Something changed.
Yep, something definitely changed. Who knows? Maybe we'll learn later on.
I'd like to know more about the Asari.
We were the first species to discover the Citadel. We were instrumental in forming the Council, and we always strive to be the voice of peaceful cooperation in galactic disputes. My people believe we are all part of a single galactic community. Each species contributes something to the greater whole. Although we seek to understand other species, it seems few of them seek to understand us. The galaxy is filled with rumors and misinformation about my people.
Depending on the rumors, because if they were to say most of your species are located in strip clubs and stuff, I gotta say that rumor is a little bit true. It is a little bit true.
Like what?
Most of the inaccuracies are centered around our mating rituals. My species is monogendered. Male and female have no real meaning for us. We still require a partner to reproduce. This second parent, however, may be of any species and any gender.
Really? So it doesn't matter to you if this certain partner is an abomination, a doomsday-looking person, as long as you have somebody, you can reproduce. Wow, shit. How is that possible,
I don't
exactly?
understand. Your species can mate with anyone?
Mating is not quite the proper term, not as you understand it.
Okay.
Physical contact may or may not be involved, but it is not an essential element of the union. The true connection is mental. Our physiology allows us to meld with other beings. We can touch the very depths of their minds. We explore the genetic memory of their species. We share the most basic elements of their individual and racial identities. We then pass these traits on to our daughters. It is how we learn to grow as a species and how we develop a greater understanding of other races.
From what I've learned here, she can, how do you say, go into your mind, to your deepest part of your mind. So let's say if your girl was an Asari, your girl, yeah, basically your girl was an Asari, and she goes into your mind, and let's say you have information that you just don't want her to know. She can learn it like that. That is a violation of privacy, especially if your girl is, how do you say, one of those types of girls that wants to know everything, and that, let's say, if you even have even if one of your friends is a female, she'll get jealous right off the bat. Oh god, that's torture. That's freaking torture. I can't deal with that, especially since I have a friend that's a female. And another thing that I learned, she did say that she passed on those traits to her daughters. You mean to tell me that there's no son involved, so you can only do daughters? Really? That sucks. I want a son, goddammit. I don't want no freaking, like, 20 little girls running around the freaking house. That's, no.
What happens to your partner after the union?
Every relationship is different. Some unions are a single encounter with both parents parting ways afterwards. Others can be more long-term. Sometimes an Asari and her partner will stay together for many decades.
Oh, shit. Many decades. What about the age difference?
Asari live for 1,000 years. What happens when your partner dies?
Few sapient species live as long as my kind. We have learned to take a philosophical approach to our unions. We do not focus on the inevitable loss of our partners. Instead, we enjoy the time we spend with them. And even after they're gone, a part of them lives on in us. The union is a connection that transcends both time and space.
How come... Never mind. I was gonna say, why can't you use that to fight crime? You know, thinking the union is kind of like giving you superpowers and shit, but never mind, never mind.
Do you know who Matriarch Benezia chose as her partner?
She rarely spoke of her partner. Though I know my father, if you want to use that term, was another Asari.
You can do that. Well, I can't ask that question because... Look at it this way. They said that they needed another partner for the union... Not union, but to reproduce. So, in order for them to continue growing as a species, obviously they can do it with another Asari. So this question kinda is biased in a way, so I'm not gonna ask that. I'm gonna go with this option.
Benezia never told you her partner's name?
Union with our own kind is no longer common, not for the purposes of reproduction. Most Asari believe it weakens our species. Asari daughters inherit racial traits from the father species. If both parents are Asari, then nothing has been gained, or so conventional wisdom would hold. I am what is sometimes called a pureblood, though no Asari would ever be cruel enough to say the word to my face. It is a great insult among my people. It is possible Benezia's partner was embarrassed by their union. She may have been too ashamed to publicly acknowledge me as her offspring.
But you don't know that. You don't even remember your father that much, so how is that the logical answer? Well, you never know.
Maybe she wanted to meet you but couldn't. Something could have happened to her. Maybe she passed away.
You might be right. I hope you are. But I have no way to know for sure. Benezia never spoke of her partner. Whatever happened, it caused her too much pain to dwell on it. She raised me by herself, though that is not uncommon. Many Asari raise their children alone, particularly if the father species is short-lived. Often the partner will pass on long before the child reaches maturity.